We're not accepting any suicide. Our son was murdered. And we are only here so that government can be able to tell us why he was murdered and who murdered him.
Who was Melvin prior to his death?
Melvin was a gentle giant. Melvin was very lovable, kind, funny, gentle. Melvin was everybody's friend. That's who Melvin was. A gentle giant.
What was your last interaction with Melvin prior to his death?
The last interaction with Melvin was on the phone. Before Melvin left to go up on a tour with the president, he called, and that was the tradition he had. He called his grandmother and asked for prayer. He did that all the time. And that was the last time he called and he was going on the tour with the president, and we should pray for him. That was the last time. That was the last time.
You earlier spoke about raising Melvin, helping to raise Melvin. What sort of child did you know him from his childhood to be?
Melvin lost his mother when he was under 3 years old. So we raised Melvin, his mother's family. We raised him. His mother was the sister between two of us. She was next to me. And Melvin, we raised him in a family in a Christian home. This is the first cousin right here. All of these kids were raised together. Melvin had never had any problem. He was raised as a normal child, loving and caring. That's who Melvin was. And when he became a young man, he went into the world with the same attitude. Today, you will see people talk about Melvin all over. They will give you that character of Melvin. That's why when people come to us and tell us that our son killed himself, this family, no matter where you take us, this family is not going to accept that our son, he's not even capable of killing a fly. He's going to kill himself? No. If our son wanted to kill himself, he was a trained officer. He would have taken a single bullet. He would not torture himself by shooting all over his body. Who would want to torture themselves? And the circumstances surrounding this death is what really have the family to say, our son did not kill himself. And we want to know who killed him and why. That's why.
What have you been told by the government?
They say he committed suicide. The family said, no. Capital N-O, no. He did not commit any suicide. The people took Mary's life. And we want answer for that. He will not serve his country for 15 years on a decent record. Then you kill him and want to bury him for that record to go into history. No wonder. We want our son's name to be clear. He never killed himself. We want justice for Mary. They must clear Mary's name. Then the government got the nerve to come to us after they killed our son. It took 2 weeks. Nobody came to us to even say, people, you're sorry. Nobody came to us to say anything to us, to even officially explain to us how our son died. That has not happened from government yet. But 2 weeks after his death, they come to us to ask about his burial. 3 weeks after his death, they come to say they can only embalm him.
Have you seen the body of Bevan?
I've seen the body. I've seen the body of Bevan. And the body I saw, he had dressing on this side of his head, he had dressing here, and he had a dressing here. When I looked on his abdomen, I saw a hole through his shirt. I saw a hole there. When I was trying to go lower to the legs, we were not allowed to go that far. And we left the funeral home. So those things are assault on my son. I'm sorry. I need a different answer than the suicide. We're not going to settle. This family will not settle for any kind of suicide. He must clean up the record that he made for this government. He lived his life. This is a man who put his life on the line when you are working with the president. Do you know that a bullet comes that the bullet guys can take bullet for the president? Now this is the man who is laying down his life for his country. Then he stayed all night working. He was not a madman. He worked all night guarding his president. He was not a madman. But suddenly in the morning, he gets mad, he takes a gun, and he killed himself. Does that make any sense to anybody? It does not make sense to us. So we're not buying that.
Have you been able to talk to any of Melvin?
Right now, Chapati Kochi, Tomo Fala, Jose, they put their team together, they got men hunting, Stephen Catholic Moluba to kill him. Because that boy is a bomb assassin. Every damn killing he did for the president, they're ready to expose it. And let me just tell you something, the opposition got all your clip. All the place you got your weapon hiding, we know it already. But because we don't want the people to rise against you, that's why we tell hold it. That's why the leader said no, don't put it out there. Because if that way I ain't get a fuck, I'm going to expose you, Joshua. Every day we sign in Ghana in a hotel with Winston Totman, I got all copies of the document. So I told you, I was in the CDC as acting CRO for the Women League. That means I was a spokesperson for the women. So every damn fucking shit you did, I got copy of those documents. Whoa! Okay? And you know I don't joke. When I talk my things, I don't talk. I talk it, I mean it. That's why I call the press attention to listen to what I want to say. Jabati Koji is a stone cold killer. Jabati Koji was a son with my cousin Chucky Taylor. Jabati Koji was the one who murdered the mulatto girl that born in the cap for Taylor, for Chucky. So he knowing to be a notorious killer, he's not just a killer alone, but he's a murderer. And unfortunately, Patrick Sulu sitting down in director of police. You think he's protected? Patrick Sulu, you think he's protected? I'm sorry to let you know, you're on a town bomb. You are working on a town bomb because they intend to assassinate you. That's why the other day I said it clear. You need 1 year to not go out in the night without escort. And I told 1 or 2 the things I said they will attack you if you don't believe it. And you want to see this airport, they attack him. I gave him the open message to the director of police. If you know what's good for you, as a director of police, who went through the academy, who went through green. Because when I use the word brain, you will know I've been there. Who went to brain? Who have what it takes to be a police officer, to be an inspector general of police? Choose the Liberian people job. And don't follow Josh now. The credibility is at stake. People respect you as Patrick. When you are 119, a lot of people respect you. A lot of people will hail you. But you know why? Under Joshua government, you are losing popularity. You are losing respect. Because why? crime rate is on the increase. You can never do nothing about it. I'm an African. I don't give a fuck. Kill me. I'm gonna die someday, but nobody's gonna kill me before my time. And that's the reason why I always tell people I'm not afraid of talking. You can come to my heart. You come to my heart. You must be male. I mean, enter Badala. When you went Badala with me, then me and you can go on the same base together. Then you know you have to kill me. How long you can kill me? You can kill me. You can never kill me. So I just send a message to the director of police. Watch your back. If you think you said it was judge right, you're dining, you're whining. You're not dining and whining. You're on a town bomb. You already get your replacement. Whoa, you got your replacement. They just want an opportunity.
You have been accused. You have been accused by the CDC collaborating political parties that you threw stones at them.
Excuse me, do you know who you're talking to? I am not a physician.
I know you are not a physician.
No, you don't know me. No, hold on.
You are the founding member of CDC.
Hold on. Maybe point of correction.
Okay.
I am the chairperson for the Women of Justice, West Africa, and the world.
And you are the founding member of CDC.
Hold on. Okay, if you want to know information, you ask. Am I here as a physician? No. Am I part of CDC? No.
But you are the founding member.
So what?
So you are a member of the CDC.
Then you damn well wrong.
Then you decline.
You damn well wrong. No, you damn well wrong. Then you not be reading the newspaper. You not be following the international news. I am the chairperson for the Women of Justice, and I'm an auxiliary here in the Alternative National Congress.
So what can you say?
No, you shut up and let me talk.
What can you say about the two stories?
Shut up. Let me tell you if you want to know what happened. If you think late and you didn't get the information, then you ask the right question. We will give you the information.
On the murder of our son. For us, our family, it was murder. We have reached the conclusion that our son was murdered. We're not accepting any suicide. Our son was murdered. And we are only here so that government can be able to tell us why he was murdered and who murdered him.
Who was Melvin prior to his death?
Melvin was a gentle giant. Melvin was very lovable, kind, funny, gentle. Melvin was everybody's friend. That's who Melvin was. A gentle giant.
What was your last interaction with
Costa? Biltog versus Henry Costa. It is not Biltog versus Henry Costa. It is those Liberian people that Henry Costa being falsely accusing as murderers, as thieves, and he goes with impunity. And he feels free anytime to say anything to anybody, and then nothing happened to him. I'm doing this for the Liberian people to know that nobody can sit in the comfort zone of the United States of America and endanger the lives of other people.
Okay.
I'm doing this for my daughter, Margaret, or Mawen, so that Mawen will not call me and say, Daddy, did you kill Uncle Emmanuel? Why did you do that? And I'll ask Mawen, what's your
Oba kulu banga, kulu Monday. Hello, 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 hello. Andre Jamawe, kuwa bania.
Let me welcome all of you guys to the magnificent Abraka Talk Show. I'm your lead host, Unze Abraham K. Kamara II. Broadcasting to you live from the state of Pennsylvania, from the state of brother love and sister like affections. You know, the government is in trouble. The government of President Weah is in serious trouble. If you guys does not believe it, as I said that on my podcast here some months ago, that President Weah government is heading for serious trouble. And here are the facts. Here are the facts. Here are the facts.
So we support interim government. We have become an embarrassment to this country. So in essence, you go and harass, to arrest him. You coming to arrest Honorable Yimale for saying interim government? Interim government. That's something you scared of President Weah. Are you afraid of interim government? You get called back support interim government. You brought war, you will not bring in war. You support that model, will not support the model. I support interim government.
So how the interim government form of model, the style?
It's the form of anything that can bring interim government.
But currently, Representative Yeke Korba, we have a government that was elected peacefully by the citizens, and we left with about 2 years and a half before we go to election. Why are you supporting interim government? Are you trying to overthrow the government?
The Liberian people have resolved. You saw from
resolved in what way?
The Liberian people have resolved that he has become very unpopular and he is a criminal. Are you not aware that Ambassador Weah is a criminal? Ambassador Weah is a criminal.
We are not aware.
But how you be aware? You cannot come in the issue. How you be aware?
What's the issue you have?
You have to do it one by one. From look at your beard, you get it very often. So
Let's speak to the issue.
Let me tell you something today. Any attempt for Ambassador Weah to act stupid in the country, you will feel the weight. Any attempt for Ambassador Weah to act very stupid in the country, you will feel the weight.
Your statement that you support interim government has a propensity of derailing the peace.
I'm not saying we bring war, we want to war, Ambassador Weah brought war. I'm saying I support interim government. So what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
So what's your take about the questioning of Mo Ali and the representative?
No, they're wasting their time. People wasting their time.
How?
Look, that's a serious issue. Right now, President criminal, we should be investigating Sabra Wolo for taking the Bronco resources and bringing the president. No, the president is just very dull, nothing ahead. President, we ain't got nothing here. He had empty cartoons.
More made a statement that is being seen as a national security threat.
Why you call national security? President, we are still in the Bronco money to go enjoy that national security. You see the form and manner in which he carrying the government. Send the king from the trip. You see gas price going up. You see the gas price going up.
Is this how you want to approach the issue as an opposition representative?
We're approaching any kind of way. We're approaching. When the poor trading casket and all, we're approaching the issue of Maraseli.
Are you comparing yourself to the days of the CDC?
I'm just making reference.
But you are behaving like what you referencing.
I can behave anyway because the man's stupid. The man's a dog, very stupid. So I can behave anyway.
You are abusing the president of the country. How will you feel when you are insulted?
The president has insulted.
No, I'm talking about you. You are insulting the president of the country, Representative Kolba.
Based on your comment, you have been denied on several occasions from the House of Representatives.
But I don't care. At least my president is being fair now. I'm saying Ambassador Ware is a dog. He ain't got nothing in his head. He's very stupid because he was sensible enough. He will carry on.
Can we go to the issue of the arrest?
The issue is Ambassador Ware is a
I'm not
criminal.
calling about doll or dog.
I said D-O-G. Dog.
Not D-O-G.
Not dog.
So it's not dog.
Not dog. Now the car windshield is dog. No, I'm not saying dog. Maybe you can speak English. I'm saying D-O-G.
I speak English
Not
more than you.
D-O-L. I'm not saying dog.
If you are to be addressed in a manner, how will you feel?
Bring Zeogar.
That was Honorable Yeke Kolba. That was Honorable Yeke Kolba, who was addressing the audience and telling the audience that indeed that this president is a dog. And it's truly so. Ambassador Ware is a glowy. Ambassador Ware is a dog because a dog is even better than Ambassador Ware. A dog is even better than Ambassador Ware. A dog is even better than Ambassador Ware. A man who is believe in killing his private security, his security that have been assigned to him. A man who killed his security. And then you want to tell me that the parent of the security man that was killed, Melvin was killed. You cannot tell me that the Melvin parents are not getting the infos. Up to now, Melvin parents are not in hiding. But Melvin, what is in hiding? Then you want to come here to come state what? What is the sedition I want to come talk? What is the sedition I want to come talk? What is the sedition I want to come talk? You believe that Ambassador Ware, who is a criminal, you believe in him, and up to now, this criminal have been checked. That two presidents of our country have not visited the warehouse. Two presidents. Ambassador Ware and Charles G. Taylor. Ambassador Ware and Charles G. Taylor. They are the two presidents that would not come to visit the White House. And then when we are talking it, when we are saying it, other people think that we are here to castigate the government. The way the government is running, tell me who the investor is brave to go to Liberia to go and invest. Tell me who the investor that is brave to go into a country what in the judicial system is not organized. The judicial system have been ruled by just one man. A judicial system have been ruled by just a single man. And then you tell me that this judicial system is working. You're telling me that Liberia is sweet because you can go to fuck your Obojone. You want to tell me that this government is sweet? Because some of you guys, some of you citizens, you can go to our country. You can go to that country. You go sleep with these guys. Then for later of nothing. So that's the reason why somebody would come here to tell me that this country is sweet? What better sweet than Liberia is sweet? What better sweet? What better sweet than Liberia is sweet? What better sweet? A country that is sweet, you will tell. A country that is sweet, you will tell. For the way the government practices the rule of law. The way the government practices the rule of law. That's how you will know that this government, that's how you will know that the government and the people are indeed certified. But no, Liberia, no. Liberia, no. Only because when you can go to Liberia with lay thousands, somebody want to tell me that indeed Liberia is sweet. No, Liberia is sweet because the human rights violations. And that's the reason why the United States government has checked. Don't take our first caller.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay, my name is Wilson, and the reason I'm calling over, right? I want to be really fair with you tonight, right? I've been following your show, but listen, I've also been following the history of Liberia. This is what I want you to understand, my brother. Many Liberians, like I was born in Liberia. We've been following the history of Liberia. The Maningo people got a lot of hatred against people.
We are not talking here. We are not talking here. We are not talking about specific tribe. If you want to come here to come talk about a specific tribe, you come here. But don't come here on my platform to come speak about Mandingo people. Don't come here on my platform to come talk about Mandingo people. Don't come here on my platform to speak about a specific tribe. I'm speaking about what President Weah is doing in our country. They're killing, the massive killing that President Weah is carrying on. That's what I'm speaking about. And the United States government is about to check this guy. The United States government is about to check him, and they're about to take immediate actions against this dubious killer. This dubious killer that they call President Weah. The American government is about to take a serious actions. As I stated, that there will come a time that President Weah will regret. President Weah will regret the killing of the masses. The killing of the masses that his brother is killing. That it will come a time that President Weah will regret. What is not true that we cannot say here? That some of you guys who are pay agents, you want to come out on my platform to come tell me about Mandingo people. I don't give a fuck. I don't have a fuck, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Mandingo people. I am not talking about Mandingo people, and I'm telling you, I am speaking about the brutality, the human rights violation that that person is carrying on. That's what I'm speaking about.
Hello.
Yes.
Listen, bro, can you give me your fair chance?
I will not give you chance. I will not give you chance for you to describe a specific tribe. Yeah, my discussion tonight is not about a specific tribe. I am sorry, but I am not here to entertain that.
Okay, can you give me a minute to?
Okay. No, I'm not giving you. Go on your platform. Go and say that. I'll play you. I'll play you the clip.
Have a special relationship with Liberia, which was founded by freed American slaves. Unfortunately, President George Weah leads a kleptocratic government that has been engaged in political corruption from the day he assumed office by depleting the government coffers for personal use while the people of Liberia suffer. Liberian Senator Varney Sherman was sanctioned last year by the Trump administration for corruption, which is a positive, though more needs to be done. In Nigeria, President Buhari.
Now, you hear that from the American government. You hear that from the American government. That's not me that talking. That's the American government that running signal. The American government have noticed that their president has continued to use the people's resources, has continued to use the people's resources for his self-aggrandizement. The American people had discovered that their president is corrupt to the higher degree. And that's the reason why the American people, they have called Henry Pedro Costa. The American people have called Henry Pedro Costa for him to go and testify. Because a year back, when I was podcasting on my platform, when I was informing you about Liberia, about the dangers ahead of this government, many of you guys thought that I was saying things out of my way. Now, here is the thing. This government.
In Africa, we have a special relationship with Liberia, which was founded by freed American slaves. Unfortunately, President George Weah leads a kleptocratic government that has been engaged in political corruption from the day he assumed office by depleting the government coffers for personal use while the people of Liberia suffer. Liberian Senator Varney Sherman was sanctioned last year by the Trump administration for corruption, which is a positive, though more needs to be done. In Nigeria, President Buhari.
That was Chris Smith. Congressman Chris Smith. That was Congressman Chris Smith. And you hear it from him. In Liberia, the government is kleptocratic. A government that is, you know the meaning of that word, a kleptocratic? You know the meaning of that word? You know the meaning of that word? That the government, that the United States, I see the reason why that their president have not been able to visit the White House. Now I see the reasons. Because the United States were keeping eye on him. Because the United States of the great country were keeping eye on President Weah. Were keeping eye on him, and this guy have abused all of the human rights violations. All of the human rights, they got abused all. To the extent that that man can come to Washington, that man can come to New York, that this man cannot be able to go to Washington, D.C. To the extent that the president, when he came to New York, to the extent when the president came to New York, when he wanted to board flight for him to go to Florida, that the USA government officials have to stop him. They have to stop him. That's a man that our senator, our great senator, is speaking of. That is the man. But look, great things await us. Great things await us. Yeah, folks, great things await us. Now I can go to bed. Was sleeping fine. Now I can go to bed sleeping fine because I know that one of my advocacy, one of the many advocacy have been picked up by the great country, by the great United States. Now I know that my advocacy have been picked up by the great United States. I come and play that clip. I will not get tired playing this clip.
In Africa, we have a special relationship with Liberia, which was founded by freed American slaves. Unfortunately, President George Weah leads a kleptocratic government that has been engaged in political corruption from the day he assumed office by depleting the government coffers for personal use.
From depleting the government cover for personal use. From the day the president assumed office, for depleting the government cover for personal use. And you hear that? You hear that? And some of you guys sitting down, some of you guys are daydreaming. Some of you guys are daydreaming because
Because what is about to happen in our country in June 28 government officials, 28 government officials have been need. 28 government officials have been need. 28. And if you are not careful, to see all of what we have been singing, all of what we have been talking, then I think then your advocacy is gaining momentum day by day. I will not get tired. I will not get tired for expressing my view. I will not get tired for me expressing my view. I will not get tired. I will not get tired because I know that now my advocacy is gaining some momentum. Now I know my advocacy is gaining some momentum. So I will not get tired. I will never get tired. Now I know that my advocacy is gaining some momentum. There's no need for me to get tired. Let me take my call off. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
Listen, I want you to be really fair, right? I'm not Christian.
No, but for the fact that you are speaking, about a specific tribe, I told you that my podcast here tonight is not about a specific tribe. My podcast here tonight, it is about President Weah massive killing. Do you know how many people that have been killed in our country? Do you know do you know that auditor was killed? Do you know that auditor was killed?
My brother, listen, right? We do not have to be emotional. Let us express ourselves so we can get.
Okay, you have 1 minute. You have 1 minute.
Okay, listen.
Okay, let me take Pastor Charles. Pastor Charles.
Yes, sir. How are you, Brother Abraham?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm very thankful, grateful, and happy this time to speak to you on your radio.
Thank you.
You will be rewarded in every other Liberians, patriotic Liberians. I'm not talking about partisan Liberians. I'm not talking about people that follow political parties or follow political leaders. I'm talking about patriotic Liberians who fear God, that God is the only person who has created them, so they want to treat their fellow human being the way they want to be treated. God will reward you guys.
Thank you.
Your sleepless night, it will never go in vain.
Thank you.
You will rejoice, and your children will remember you in history that you have sleepless night for advocating against ills and corruption, murder, and all
look
against your country.
How Melvin was killed. Let us look at how Melvin was killed. Melvin was killed because of taking photo of she Finabono and the president. Melvin was killed because of that. And you guys coming here for you guys to come talk about Mandingo people?
Yeah, the guy who came in, they are the people that spoiling Liberia, and as well as spoiled George Weah, and George Weah himself has spoiled himself. And when George Weah will be handcuffed, one of these days, those guys will say, we told him. And they are the same praise and worshiper that misleading George Weah, and George Weah agreed to be misled by them. But listen, let me give you one word before I leave your radio. The maker Ken Johnson, the guy called George Weah, a clear message to them tonight. The Bible said, be not deceived. Our God is not mocked. Whatever the man soweth, he shall reap. George Weah has sold, Johnson has sold. They take the Holy Bible with all the fear of the Creator and stand after they have killed suppressed Liberians who are God's creature, and they go into a place called church to play the Almighty. And the Almighty said, no sin go unpunished. The punishment is coming, and nobody into the world going to stop it. America, even if America had not come in, God was going to make another way for the guys to pay. And they will pay. And one good message I can tell the rest of the Liberians that are supporting us, killing and defending bad governance, do not stop. Continue. For the Bible says, whatever you know that you know how to do good with it, continue unto God, until Jesus meets you and reward you.
We are never met our country well organized. And so, President, we are enter in leadership for our country when our country just came from war. That's the only way. That's the only way that the president will not be able to pay the price of our brother and sister that he is raping every day and night. That man is carrying massive killing every day and night. Then you telling me what I have evidence?
And George Weah is not the only person, but every government official that every Liberian I see within the soul, that Liberia have been made like the farm to only go and steal, kill, and rape what does not belong to them alone. They will pay. I want us to repent. George Weah will not repent. I told you people from day one, George Weah will not repent because of a man called Pharaoh.
You said it here on the talk show. You many times you said it here.
George Weah will not repent because Pharaoh never repented. Pharaoh was decimated to be laid in the Red Sea because he suppressed God's children. And every Liberians that in the act of suppressing the fellow Liberian and degrading the country, George will be left in the Red Sea. Thank you, Abraham. I'm always sure.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, for me, but I here to speak the truth. I here to speak the truth. Whether it is 2 persons or 1 person that will come on my talk show. But for the fact that I able to stand up tall, for the fact that I able to stand up tall, to be able to authenticate the ills in our society, for me to be able to authenticate the bad deeds of this president. From the one I said this president will be prosecuted. This man does not come with good intentions. Anyone who came with good intention could have carry on the let me take next call. What is your name and where are you coming from? What is the name and why are you calling me from?
Hey, listen, bro, it's me. Listen, listen, come over. Listen, I want you to give me a chance.
Chicago.
Yeah, what is the name and why are you calling me from?
From Chicago. This is Evangeline Tar.
Evangeline, my sister, go ahead.
Let me first, with people that breaking up Mandingo or tribe business, let me deal with that person first. To all the Mandingo people in Liberia, every part of the world, if anybody bring a nonsense to you again in our Liberia, you shouldn't hesitate to retaliate. I'm telling you, I evangelate that. When they walk in, they brought their nonsense to you. If they come back again, you should join together strongly and don't hold back. Okay, after saying this, you see, Liberian people will never, those George Weah worshippers, they will keep talking. But you see, I told them the other time.
Let me connect you, said Evangeline. Let me connect you. Hold on. Let me connect you. Hold on. Yeah, you can go ahead now.
Yeah, I said it the other time. I said because what they call him, Trump didn't have time for African politics, so he didn't pay attention He doesn't have time. He just dealt with Vonnie Sherman. You are finished with us. But I told people, I said, people like Joe Biden, they are old time and age. They know the history of America and how and Liberia, how Liberia was founded. And when people say the American Liberian, it's not what they are talking. They are not trying to take side. They're just giving the history. It's not about native of what the other one to hold on to that regime for God be person and what people brains there. Just because you are a native person, so you won't be killing your own native people. You kill 4 auditors. 4 auditors. The next day, the 2 of them that died in the car, you were dancing as zombie dance as a president or father of the country. You never came. The first reckless statement you made, you like, oh, the 2 people, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. What kind of president you will say? What you are going to say? Say sorry to the family and say I'm going to leave it with the authority to investigate. That's what a sensible president would have said. But he came on media and said, oh, those boy people that are boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. Right away, the people then close it up. So you move on. You're the 3 boys. You went and sacrificed them, and your children there sitting in America here freely, happy every day. The other one in France over there, nobody touching them. This thing is not about.
Let me just tell you that the other boy, I don't know how to call him, Chamwea, right? Chamwea was the one that was in France. Currently, Chamwea is in jail. The person that will not honor that diplomatic passport. Chamwea is currently in jail, locked up himself. The person will not honor that diplomatic passport, what they caught with him. So go ahead.
Yes, and when you're talking, they be like, they have people, oh, one of the guy, oh, you don't lose yourself. You lost. Lost for what? Because I'm a crown woman, so I have to support Joe. We are bullshit. Is that what you guys are saying? That he killed innocent people? If you want to be a good leader, start even witch hunting people, start killing, start stealing. Then you will be fine. The English word that they use today is so long for me that me or person that can steal for no reason. You just need to enrich yourself. You don't care for damn about other people. Yes, the other past government is stole, but that doesn't mean that you won't come because Ellen did it or the other past people did it. Then you have to do your own too. And then when you keep cussing this man, you'll be like, hey, cussing president. President does not have respect for the people. Just because you put 2 leopard tree on. Some of you came from the village straight to America or going to other place. You never saw when life was on in Liberia. And I'm happy that he put Ellen in her place too, because Ellen is a nonsense woman. Because she sat for 12 years, didn't do nothing. I will give you a little p credit, but you know why I'm taking the credit away from him. Anytime you do little good thing and you do more bad, I don't see your good, because killing another human being, and people will say, oh, do you have evidence? Yes, somebody on your post, they call themselves Jefferson Koji. I know goddamn well it's not Jefferson Koji, but if you are Jefferson Koji, I'm not expecting you to not defend nonsense, because
but the same Jefferson Koji, Jefferson Koji is sponsoring women for them to come here to school, but he didn't say he is not inclined. He didn't say he does not go to school. He didn't say he is.
They go to Liberia, AB, they leave from here, because let me tell you, the low life that can go to Liberia and go sleep with little girls and come back, be excited about it. That those ones who they wasn't exposed, they never touched when they came to America before, they have to go back to go boast or to take advantage of the small children and situation, and they go and pregnant them, then wear coats and act like they are BP, and they have their children right here in America, in college, going to school.
I am thankful to the United States.
When you do it to their children, they get mad. When Chancellor was trying to post that law about 12-year-old baby, I went against it. So by that time, we never even had what they call it, social media, or maybe we had it, but we never had live video. And during election, I was talking. If anyone, I'm not about party.
Okay.
that die, you investigating. The auditor that die, you order your police to go investigate, but you going after Mo Ali and Brendan Semonka. But Ellen sitting right there, you're asking her for the money. Those are the things that making people to dislike you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Now take our next caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you joining us from?
Hey, Abby, how you doing? My name is Roland Yima, and I call from North Dakota.
Roland Yima, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the show, Abby.
You're welcome.
Right now, everybody, especially the government supporter, think that we are celebrating, America coming down, sanction on government official, but it is necessary because you know why? If you listen to the Congressman Smith,
Chris Smith,
yeah, he said from day one when George Weah took office, and these are things we have been saying from day one when George Weah took office, he started stealing. And you listen to the Congressman. He said the government is involved into political corruption. Now, you can back that by the statement from Moba Molu. I think it explains it.
Yeah, Moba Molu said it.
Moba Molu with the liquor talk. That liquor talk, I wish you would play those clips tonight.
I will play that liquor clip tomorrow.
Play that liquor talk story. It follows by the backing of what Moba Molu said. And even the very government officials that work in the government, they know things that are going on. But because everybody wants to sit there and reach themselves, the people just feel they don't care. They don't care about the ordinary people, how they feel, how their lives.
Why the president could? Why Liberia wouldn't have President John Pombe Magufuli the late?
Yeah.
The police are setting that in our country. They're going after Mo Ali, but people children have been raped. The police are not yet to speak about it. The 9-year-old girl that was raped, the police is not to speak about it. There's somebody telling me that, oh yes, Abraham, the 9-year-old girl that was raped.
Abby, look at for example. So you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you things that are happening. The government is pretending as if they are protecting free speech. I mean, they are protecting the rights of the Liberian people. Look, just imagine, Henry Costa radio station was closed down. For what reason? They know the reason. Okay, the case is in court. You shut down the radio station. Why can you give back the equipment that you took? All you need to do is to revoke the license. You understand? Now they pretend as if to say they are protecting, free speech and freedom of speech, but they are not doing that. You understand? Look, for example, where the guy named Patrick Horner. You listen to the funny statement made by where he called Nathaniel Mangay when he appeared on Talk. That question was posed to him from Ben Sandy. Why are you people not giving Patrick Horner his license to operate? He said the Ministry of Information is responsible. I can't speak to that. Minister of State is telling you, the guy who checkmate all other ministers, office chief of staff is telling
you were brave to say that.
Yes. Yeah, but that is the clamp down of freedom of speech and freedom of the press. You deny a radio station. What are the criteria that are so big that to obtain a license to operate a radio station that he said Patrick Horner did not need to go through the government.
Christmas said from day one of this government, from day one of the presidency, this man have been stealing. This man is a criminal. This man
is involved into sexual exploitation, putting Mama Molu before a female gets a job.
Quarter, I'm coming to you.
You dehumanize women, you call yourself chief feminist of the country.
Thank you. Thank you, my
See how
brother.
you abuse women, rights, women opportunity. I mean,
Thank you.
So sick. Yeah.
Thank you. Connor, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
Well, my name is Arthur Dennis. I'm calling from the state of New Jersey.
Go ahead, Mr. Dennis.
This is what I was just want to say, right? Let's go back to our brother. What's his name again? Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin.
Yeah. Let me just say something to you, right? We all know that we live here in the state of New Jersey. There's no way that Melvin can take 3 bullets to put it in his hand.
Oh.
We all know that.
Oh.
And my thing is this, right? My thing is this. This is my biggest problem with this. This man or security guard, and they're on the tour. And there's no way that George Weah cannot come out and say, you know what, let me just say something about this death. How can he do that? He can now do nothing. Now he's on another tour hanging around. He never went to the family, never sent representatives to the family, never did nothing.
Oh.
How can you be a leader like this? Let's just look at what happened a few days ago in America. When that boy went down to Atlanta and shot at those people, even the vice president of the United States was speaking.
Go ahead.
So how can these people say they are leaders in America, but they don't speak up for these people and they say, yeah, they are here to govern these people?
Amen. The United States government, I am in a rough country. No matter who it is, that's a same behavior, nonsensical behavior that the mere political advisor, the mere security advisor, one other guy can't talk about. They should deport me for me to go answer question. The first time hearing that, huh?
They would deport a lot of us.
Deficit Camo can talk about, the mayor, he giving this government hard time, and so they need to come back to Labrador. We'll make sure that the United States government send them back for him to answer questions.
Yeah, that's a funny one right there. We are plenty of the deport a lot of us. They will deport a lot of us, and George, we don't want us.
This government, that the rightful words that the American people use. I love the American people system. They are there to checkmate all the government in Africa. You can be from where. They are there to checkmate you. And if Ambassador Weah does not know, let him know now that come in June, they will put up 28 government official names that will be banned from entering here. As I learned,
it's a sad something in our country today. It's very, very sad, to be honest with you. It's so sad, AB, that every time you turn your Facebook page on, there's a dead body around in Liberia. It's a dead body. It's a dead body somewhere. There's no law and order in that country. Come on. Damn.
And they are killing. At the scene that is gathered, they are raping. They are killing at the scene that is gathered, they are raping. They are raping our sisters, our daughters. This guy not raping. Can you imagine a pastor rape a 9-year-old? A 11-year-old and a 9-year-old.
And my biggest thing is this: this president don't say nothing about it. That's my biggest thing. You know what I mean? Come on now, you're a leader. What are you leading the people to? Nothing.
Thank you.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me play. Folks, let me play.
While the people of Liberia suffer. Liberian Senator Varney Sherman was sanctioned last year by the Trump administration for corruption, which is a positive, though more needs to be done. In Nigeria, President Buhari.
Let me play it one more time.
Africa, we have a special relationship with Liberia, which was founded by freed American slaves. Unfortunately, President George Weah leads a kleptocratic government that has been engaged in political corruption from the day he assumed office by depleting the government coffers for personal use while the people of Liberia suffer. Liberian Senator Varney Sherman was sanctioned last year by the Trump administration for corruption, which is a positive, though more needs to be done. In Nigeria, President Buhari.
A kleptocratic government. A kleptocratic government. That's what the president we are to him, you know, to him he can handle the Liberian resources in any way. But hey, our big brother Uncle Sam is there to checkmate you. Uncle Sam is there to tell you no. That way of doing things, that is not the right way. Uncle Sam is there to checkmate you. If you are forgetting, and that is the reason why now I see that the president never visited the White House. Now I see the reasons why the president never visited the White House. Now I see the reasons. I actually see the reason why this president was denied the White House access to the White House. Now I see the reason why the president was not given a clear chance for him to be able to make a mark. In the presence of Donald Trump legal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, the president could not be able to express himself. He could not be able to. This man is so dull to the extent that the man met Rudy Giuliani. This man met Rudy Giuliani. The man could not even say nothing sensible enough. And that is the man that you want for the American people, for the American government to not chase. That is the man that you want for the American government to not chase. This guy have few days. A president will remain the way he is operating our country. If he remain like that, look, I can assure you guys that this president will spend his rest of his life in jail. Nonsense. The killing that going on in our country, the killing that going on in Liberia, the killing that going on in, I never seen a killing like that. I never seen a killing like that. The way the killing is going on, president in our country. And then somebody want to come tell me, you know, the Marigo. So what? Marigo put my fault. I'm not here to discuss about Trump. I'm not here to discuss about Trump. I'm here to discuss about President Weah, because this man does not know the leadership. This man is not a leader. It was by mistake that the Liberian people elected this man. It was by mistake. I'm going to put my fault. I'm going to put my fault. Mistake. It was by mistake that the people elected this man. The man who could not express himself. The man who would never have platform. The man that never had platform. That was called to debate. And then this idiots, the buffoon called president, the buffoon. Then you want to come tell me, oh yes, I am happy. I am happy for the stand that the American government is about to take against. I don't know what Eddie Mervin's name will be, but I want for Eddie Mervin's name to be added there. I want for Eddie Mervin's name to be added there. He is standing and pressing this government. Eddie Mervin's of all persons standing pressing this government. What is your name and where are you calling out from?
My name is Samuel. Is this Mensi Kamara show?
Yes, you are live.
Okay, thank you very much, man. You see, today the statement by Congressman Smith should be taken as a shameful comment on the entire Liberian government. See, the people on ground have been saying this thing, saying it. If the government and George we have listened to the opposition on ground, this statement coming from Chris Smith would not be heard today. You know what it means when they tell your government is a kleptocratic government?
Oh.
This is a shame. It's like somebody calling you rogue.
Yeah. That's right.
They're calling you
That's
a rogue
right.
in a nice way. It's shameful, and it came as a surprise to them. So you will not hear any press conference, but we are expecting them to come up with a rebuttal. It is shameful for somebody to call you rogue.
Come on, rebuttal? Did I hear you say rebuttal?
The people are stupid. They will come out.
Did I say? They will not come out with no rebuttal. Look, the point will add that you West Court on drawback.
I said the first time the man said it, it was Koji then who started to insult the man. Now they say it for the second time. You will see some stupid institution, maybe Eugene Fagon will come up with some press release to rebut what the man said, so that to give the government a good image. It's a shame that this government, it's a shame the government is bringing to Liberians and its people. I mean, every day you hear people dying mysteriously. 4 auditors were killed.
4 auditors was killed, nothing.
No investigation. It's like, Josh Weah, death doesn't concern him.
Yeah.
When the death of a citizen, it doesn't concern him. You don't even mention it. You see? Look at the EPS officer, the president.
Melvin.
The president on his nationwide tour, and one of the bodyguards of the president got shot. And then they said the man shot himself 3 times. The man committed suicide. How will someone shoot himself 3 times? The first time you finish, with no investigation, every murder has been unresolved. Every murder that occurred in Liberia has been unresolved. So you eliminate people. Then stupid Beltware.
Before you go to Beltware, the police told us that there was coming on with investigation along with the 3 boys that are missing. Tell me, what are the police have come up with investigation? The police have told me that they was going to come up with investigation report on Mafia Ines' death. Tell me, what are they have come up with investigations? The police told me, because me, I'm saying it in a very responsible way, because it is Liberian people that the police went to. The police spokesman said that they were going to come up with investigation report very soon during Mafia Ines' death. Mafia Ines was killed by the same government.
Yeah, look, just look what it's doing. This government is behaving like a Qaeda in some form. Why will you integrate ex-combatants and make them to be recognized and working in the government? Without any rehabilitation? They got a veteran bureau. They got this Mobile Kesselly guy who murdered the ex-U.S. general in Mammon Point Hotel. And he escaped. They're looking for him. Now there's no charge. They were looking for the guy. The guy arrived, and you're working with the present government as the operative to carry on mission for them. When they jail him for armed robbery, they free him. You see, something dangerous is happening in Liberia, and one day it's going to spill out. And everybody will say, "Yeah, we used to talk it. We must lead." But he's not leading. He's just like, trying to live his kind of lavish, lifestyle. He's a football player, but I expected him now to convert all the dribbling and tactics into politics to what they call better the people. But he's not doing it. Which president in this world that just came to power in less than 1 year, he got 48 mansions, houses? You think people don't see? Even if somebody was helping you, you can't show off like that. And you the head of the country, you just start building for yourself. What will you do for the people? And these substandard roads that he's building around, after the rainy season, there will be a lot of potholes inside. They will start giving you for it to repair the roads and while people clapping their hands. You take light, solar panel light that these Chinese students.
I'm telling you.
During our graduation, they Chinese students and they make it for final exam. And what they send to you, you put it. As soon as the sun comes, it burn all the cells on the solar panel. There can be no light. You see, why are you making money out of people? Give the people hydro. There are so many rivers in Liberia that can be converted into hydro plants. Why can't you invest in sustainable electricity? Then you carry solar panel. Solar panel, by the time the sun reach 40 degrees, the cell will burn. You see, I don't understand. Liberia is just 4.5 million people, but the problem looking at 8 billion people.
Yeah, but because our government just stupid, our government is stupid. And I love the way Yeka Kolba addressing. I love the way Yeka Kolba address this idiot. President Weah is an idiot. President Weah is an idiot. Sorry to say that, but President Weah, he is a complete buffoon. A buffoon.
Yeah, but you see, President Weah, he's quiet, but he's dangerous. President Weah is one of the dangerous presidents Liberia ever produced. He's dangerous. All these things are happening behind the scenes.
But the man who cannot be able to get a press conference, a man who not able to stand with microphone for journalists to ask him questions, that is the man that our Liberian people choose for him to be the leader.
But the people couldn't listen. We told the people, even in communities, that we will not make a good president. One, we are like himself. Okay? All the Lone Star players who play with we are, they say once he hear gossip, he hears something that you said to them, but he distance himself from you. And that the same attitude he carried to the presidency. The man over 40 years, the man can change. I don't care what you talk to that man, he will not change. We are. His way is his way. It was a big mistake to have.
Sam Borchas was elected. Since Borchas was elected, this man have not placed a call to Borchas or sent Borchas a text message.
Because the hatred comes from Lone Star. We are is we are. We are cannot change. We are didn't grow up in a home where he learned from a senior expert or his family, his parents. We are grown up on his own. So all the attitude he adopted, he learned it by himself on the street, whether it's good or bad, he carry on. Today, this is why it's affecting him. He didn't get a face to go to Borchas and say congratulations. You see, that's the thing we're talking. And we will never travel out of Liberia until he
the man cannot go currently to France. The man's son is in jail in France. The man's son is in jail in France. His son presented a diplomatic passport. The French police said that they will not honor that diplomatic passport. The French government, the French police, they said that they will not honor that diplomatic passport. So I don't know now.
Which country, if the leader doesn't travel, how you get investor coming, how you get guaranteed investor coming to improve the people's life? See, so Liberia will get into a hyper economic crisis that it won't be easy for the people who there now. I just sorry that we have our parents there already. The way we are is proceeding is not the way of the president. It's not the way of the leader. But the citizens and the officials around him don't have the face to tell him, no, bro, that's not the way. When your citizen is killed, you have to pay attention. Even he can be the least citizen, but when he's murdered, you have to take it serious, make sure the police investigate and come up with findings in the shortest possible time. We don't do that. We are never identified with people who have been murdered. I mean, the family, the victim family. I don't know that taboo. If you see a dead body or something happen to him, it is not good. It's not good for the country.
The man is just a big buffoon. This man is crazy. This man does not have sense. We are when on our country tour after they finished killing Melvin. We are when on our country tour when he went to, I don't know, after they left from Nimba. We are when to one of these countries. The man said that the officer killed himself 2 times in the head.
But you as a president, your bodyguard died. You cut the tour off to make it significant, and you come back. You come back to Monrovia because you lost one of your bodyguards. But it was nothing for We are continuing his tour. because the body. So to all the bodyguard who money we are, they consider themselves insignificant. Their life to we are is insignificant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you money we are tomorrow something happen to you. We are continuing what you're doing. You care. You know you passing through flies and some flies your hand hit the flies die. You don't even care anybody you fly. So that's a clear example to the rest of the bodyguards. That tomorrow, if you on duty, something happen, just forget your own. We are continuing what you're doing.
Kenneth, Tale, you are saying that this host can lie. Tell me what are charm we are having free. Tell me what are charm we are having free, so I can place a call to him currently. Tell me what are charm we are having free. I spoke to someone that is in France. The man said that charm we is lacking behind bar. Then you telling me that this host can lie?
Man, just continue your show, man. Thank you for your show. I keep monitoring. Yeah,
thank
you. Doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
You have a good night, you know.
Thank you. Keep your call coming now on 215-578-1050 or 215-824-8124. Yes, we are John is lacking beyond self. If you don't want to know, that is the facts. That Chamwea is lacking in jail currently as I speak to you. The mayor is in jail for public disturbance. You know what I mean? When they charge you for public disturbance, you know the charge. You playing with French people, eh? Y'all playing with French people. The French government, the French president, the man wanted to go to Liberia. The man said it's advancing for them to go and survey. The poor kid, the poor told the president, don't bother yourself to go to Liberia. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling me from?
Oh, I just want to call you back because I forgot a story to tell you.
Yeah.
My name is Arthur Dennis. I was just on the phone with you.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you a story, but you see when young people say that, oh, Mopa Molu said it was a liquor drink, a liquor talk.
Carter, I'm coming to you. Just hold on. I'm coming to you. Yeah.
What's the name again? When Joria went to France, he spoke at the University of France. And when you're leaving France, they gave him $4 million when he first took power.
Yeah.
They gave him $4 million. $4 million he used to build the houses a lot of Liberian people don't know about because you never hear that money come about. They only talk about all the 16 billion, the 20 million, all that stuff. You never have $4 million. You never have $4 million come about.
What is the
$4 million he got? That's what money we're talking about. I said, man, got $4 million from France.
Yeah.
Yeah, $4 million he got from France. He never did nothing with it. That way he used to build houses.
All right.
Yes. I just want to put it out there so you guys can know about it.
Not only the $4 million, the $10 million was given to him. Does the people, the principal that in Liberia, has the principal asked the president what become of the $10 million that the French government gave you? What become of it?
Yeah, that's what we'd like to know. We would like to know that. That man has been stealing for a long time, but you're catching up with him now.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Keep your call coming on 215-578-1050 or 215-824-8124. Yeah. we are. Let me play the clip again one more time.
In Africa, we have a special relationship with Liberia, which was founded by freed American slaves. Unfortunately, President George Weah leads a kleptocratic government that has been engaged in political corruption from the day he assumed office by depleting the government coffers for personal use while the people of Liberia suffer. Liberian Senator Varney Sherman was sanctioned last year by the Trump administration for corruption, which is a positive, though more needs to be done. In Nigeria, President Buhari.
That is the reason why our country will continue to check, man. So tell this government that you are corrupt. You are corrupt. You are 3 times more corrupt, more than Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. 3 times more corrupt than Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. What becomes of the 25 millions? What becomes of the 16 billions? What becomes of the, you know that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left 15 millions in our reserve. Check the how much there. 8 million there now in our reserve. Into the Liberian reserve, $8 million. From 15 straight to $8 million. And then somebody want to come here to come tell me, oh, you know, you lie. Oh, no, you lie. The USA government will checkmark this idiot called president. He is an idiot. Let me play Yeka Kolba before we go. Let me play Yeka Kolba before we go.
So we support internal government. We have become an embarrassment to this country. So in essence, you go and harass, to arrest him. You coming to arrest for saying internal government? Internal government. That's something you scare the president. Are you afraid of internal government? You get called by support internal government. You brought war, you will not bring in war. You support that model, will not support the model. I support internal government.
So is the internal government form of model, the style?
It's the form of anything that can bring internal government.
But currently, Representative Korba, we have a government that was elected peacefully by the citizens, and we left with about 2 years and a half before we go to election. Why are you supporting internal government? Are you trying to overthrow the government?
The Liberian people have resolved. You saw from
resolved in what way?
The Liberian people have resolved that he has become very unpopular and he is a criminal. Are you not aware that Ambassador Weah is a criminal? Ambassador Weah is a criminal.
We are not aware.
But how you be aware? You cannot come in the issue. How you be aware?
What's the issue you have?
You have to do it one by one. From look at your beard, you're getting very upset. So
Let's speak to the issue.
Let me tell you something today. Any attempt for Ambassador Weah to act stupid in the country, he will feel the weight. Any attempt for Ambassador Weah to act very stupid in the country, he will feel the weight.
What about your statement your statement that you support internal government as a propensity of derailing the peace?
I'm not saying we bring war, we do war, Ambassador Weah brought war. I'm saying I support internal government. So what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
So what's your take about the questioning of Mo Ali and the representative?
No, they're wasting their time. People wasting their time. People wasting their time.
How?
Look, that's a serious issue. Right now, President criminal, we should be investigating Sabra Wolo for taking the Bronco resources and bringing the president. No, the president is just very dull, nothing ahead. President, we ain't got nothing here. He had empty cartoons.
Mo made a statement that is being seen as a national security threat.
What you call national security? President, we are still in the Bronco money to go enjoy that national security. You see the form and manner in which he carrying the government. Send the king from the trip. You see gas price going up. You see the gas price going up.
Is this how you want to approach the issue as an opposition representative?
We approach any kind of way. We approach it.
Oh, I wanted to address that so-called journalist, what they call Jane Flomo.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, Jane Flomo, I remember that he biased so-called journalists. Then he always take a ruling to Yeke, and the question he can be asking like trying to put words in Yeke mouth because they giving him small little chin under the table, brown envelope, but. I just want to let you know this is not a threat. You never know tomorrow. Tomorrow when we are moving, and then you be hanging out with drama. I'm telling you, still young. James, if you can hear me, you're still young. Stop putting yourself into this crocodile politics. It will not work for you, Papa. You'll just destroy your journalism or whatever you're trying to do. Be when you're asking questions, your question should be what they call it? It should be the word to use.
It should be concise and precise.
Yeah, all your questioning, all the news agent, all of you're just like pay agent. You don't ask questions that way. Every time you try to be respectful and try to like he and Yeke the same age, he start going at him. He will not even as he go with anger. I wish they can nobody will harm him, but he need to be put in his place. Thank you.
Thank you.
That will come to the very, very end of the Abraka Talk Show. See you tomorrow. God's willing, I will be here.